Next concept, transitional approach. In case of existing leases, there is a transitional option for lessees. Ind AS 116 applicability starts from 1st April 2019. So the applicability of Ind AS 116 starts from 1st April 2019. Now by that time already existing leases will be there. How to account for the existing leases, already existing leases? There is a transitional option for lessees. Thereby, this we are going to discuss as part of a transitional approach. Two types of approaches are possible: full retrospective approach, modified retrospective approach. Full retrospective approach, as the name itself indicates, the retrospective effect of the provisions of Ind AS 116 will be given from the beginning of the lease date. So, in full retrospective approach, as the name itself indicates, the provisions of Ind AS 116 will be given retrospective effect as if they have been followed from the beginning of the lease, commencement of the lease. Then next one, modified retrospective approach. With respect to modified retrospective approach, two alternatives are possible. Alternative 1, alternative 2. In case of full retrospective approach, the Ind AS 116 provisions are applied as if they have been followed from the commencement of the lease. Then, as per those provisions, the lease liability and right of use of asset both are measured from the beginning based on 116 provisions. Whereas in case of modified retrospective approach, two alternatives are possible: alternative 1, alternative 2. In case of alternative 1, right of use of asset is considered at carrying amount, as if Ind AS 116 provisions have been applied from the beginning of the lease. So, for right of use of asset only, the provisions will be applied as if applied from the beginning, and carrying amount will be considered. But with respect to lease liability, the lease liability is calculated based on the remaining lease payments. It is not as if the provisions are from the beginning. Provisions are followed from the beginning. So for right of use of asset, we are applying the logic as if they have been applied from the beginning. But for lease liability, we are calculating based on the concept based on remaining lease payments. Now alternative 2. Lease liability as well as right of use of asset, both are measured based on remaining lease payments only. Now, two approaches are there: full retrospective approach, modified retrospective approach. In case of full retrospective approach, both lease liability and right of use of asset are considered as if the provisions are followed from the beginning of the lease date. Provisions of 116 are followed from the beginning of the lease date. In case of modified retrospective approach, alternative 1, for right of use of asset, we are considering the carrying amount as if provisions are applied from the beginning. of the lease. But for lease liability, we are calculating based on remaining lease payments. So out of these two, one element we are considering as if from the beginning the provisions are followed, other element based on remaining lease payments. Alternative to both lease liability and right of use of asset are measured based on remaining lease payments. This is the difference. There is an option for the lessee. Out of these, any one they can follow. This is the option available for the lessee. Now write down the notes on this transitional approach. Before that, just we'll discuss the discounting rate also. In case of full retrospective approach, both lease liability and ROU asset are right of use of asset are measured on lease commencement date. On lease commencement date, as if the provisions are followed from the beginning. So, by considering the provisions are followed from the beginning, with it we will be calculating lease liability and ROU of asset. Then the discounting rate prevailing on the lease commencement date. Rate prevailing on the lease commencement date. Modified retrospective approach, alternative 1. Lease liability is measured based on remaining lease payments. Discounting rate, revised discounting rate. Here, retrospective effect, discounting rate is rate prevailing on lease commencement date. Here, revised discounting rate. This is one difference. Now, here lease liability is also based on remaining lease payments. Thereby, discounting rate also revised discounting rate. Whereas right of use of asset, considering the provisions are followed from the beginning. Ind AS 116 provisions are followed as if followed from the beginning. The carrying amount will be added. Whereas alternative 2, both lease liability and ROU asset are measured based on remaining lease payments. Discounting rate is revised discounting rate. So full retrospective approach, the discounting rate is rate prevailing on the lease commencement date. For modified retrospective approach, the discounting rate is reverse discounting rate, because lease liability here in alternative 1 and alternative 2, both alternatives lease liability is based on remaining lease payments, thereby revised discounting rate. Whereas ROU of asset is different in these two. Here ROU of asset is considered as if the provisions are followed from the beginning. What would be the carrying amount? The carrying amount we will consider under alternative 1. Whereas this is equal to lease liability based on remaining lease payments, alternative 2. Now write down the notes. Take it in transitional approaches. Bifurcate into 2 branches. Full retrospective approach, modified retrospective approach. First branch, full retrospective approach. Write the points. First one, lease liability and right of use of asset are measured on the lease commencement date. Within brackets, as if the provisions are followed from the beginning. Discounting rate hyphen rate prevailing on lease commencement date. Second bifurcation, modified retrospective approach. Bifurcate into 2 branches, alternative 1, alternative 2. Alternative 1, write the points. Lease liability is measured based on remaining lease payments based on remaining lease payments. And a right of use of asset, right of use of asset is considered carrying amount hyphen if Ind AS 116 provisions, Ind AS 116 provisions have been applied from the commencement date. Right, next point, discounting rate hyphen revised discounting rate. Second bifurcation in modified retrospective approach. Alternative 2. Lease liability and right of use of asset are measured based on remaining lease payments. Second point, discounting rate hyphen revised discounting rate. Out of these approaches, lessee has the option at lessee's choice, so any one the lessee can select. Next we'll go for problem number 13. A retailer lessee entered into 3 years lease of retail space beginning at 1st April 2017 with 3 annual lease payments of 2 lakhs due on 31st March 2018, 2019, 2020 respectively. So the lease is for 3 years, lease of retail space beginning 1st April 2017. Annual lease payments are 2 lakhs for each of the 3 years at the end of the year, payable 31st March 2018, 19 and 20. The lease is classified as an operating lease under Ind AS 17. The retailer initially applies Ind AS 116 for the first time in the annual period beginning at 1st April 2019. The incremental borrowing rate at the date of initial application, that is on 1st April 2019, is 10% per annum, and at the commencement of the lease, that is on 1st April 2017, was 12% per annum. The ROU asset is subject to straight line depreciation over the lease term. Right of use of asset is subject to straight line depreciation. Assume that no practical expedients are elected. The lessee did not incur initial direct costs. There were no lease incentives, and there were no requirements for the lessee to dismantle and remove the underlying asset. So lessee did not incur any initial direct costs, no lease incentives are there, and dismantling and other removal costs are also not involved. Restore the site on which it is located to remove the underlying asset, restore the site on which it is located, or restore the underlying asset to the condition under the terms and conditions of the lease. So there is no dismantling and removal costs or restoration costs are involved. What would be the impact of lease using all the following transactional approaches? Full retrospective approach, modified retrospective approach, alternative 1, alternative 2. Transitional approaches. We have already entered into the lease. Lease is effective. In between this Ind AS 116 applicability arises. Ind AS 116 applicability on leases arises. So lease is already existing. Existing lease is there. Then how to account for these type of leases? Now, the transitional approaches. One way, we can go for a full retrospective approach. That is, as the name itself indicates, accounting as if this Ind AS 116 is applied from the beginning of the lease period. Full retrospective approach. Applying Ind AS 116 provisions as if they have been applied from the commencement of the lease. So lease liability and right of use of asset are measured on the lease commencement date. Lease commencement date. So it means as if the provisions are followed from the beginning of the lease. The discounting rate is the rate prevailing on the lease commencement date. The discounting rate is the rate prevailing on the lease commencement date. This is full retrospective approach, retrospective effect, as if it has been followed from the beginning. Now, modified approaches, modified retrospective approach. Modified approach, once again, two alternatives are possible, alternative 1 and alternative 2. In case of modified retrospective approach, for alternative 1, lease liability is measured based on remaining lease payments. Lease liability is measured based on remaining lease payments. Whereas right of use of asset is measured considering the carrying amount. That is, the provisions have been applied from the beginning, from the commencement date. So with respect to lease liability, based on remaining payments, present value of remaining payments. Whereas with respect to right of use of asset, as if the provisions are applied from the beginning, what is the carrying amount as on that date, we will calculate. So here the discounting rate is the revised discounting rate. Revised discounting rate. What is the latest one applicable? That we will be considering. Then alternative 2. Both lease liability and right of use of asset are measured based on remaining lease payments. Discounting rate is the revised discounting rate, which are applicable latest discounting rate. Now once again, in case of full retrospective approach, we will be considering as if the Ind AS 116 provisions are applied from the beginning of the commencement of the lease. This is for lease liability as well as right of use of asset we will be considering. Then the discounting rate, the rate prevailing on the commencement of the lease. Modified retrospective approach, two alternatives are there, alternative 1, alternative 2. For alternative 1, lease liability will be calculated based on remaining lease payments, whereas right of use of asset will be calculated based on the Ind AS 116 provisions are followed from the beginning. Then what will be the carrying amount? So the carrying amount will be arriving. And discounting rate is the latest discounting rate, revised discounting rate. Then alternative 2, both lease liability and right of use of asset are calculated based on remaining lease payments. Discounting rate is the revised latest discounting rate. Now we will go through the question once again. This is a leasing of retail space. Lease begins 1st April 2017. Annual payments 2 lakhs each, payable at the end of next 3 years. Now, as per Ind AS 17, earlier Ind AS 17 provisions, it is operating lease. The retailer initially applies Ind AS 116 for the first time in the annual period beginning 1st April 2019. Ind AS 116 applicability starts from 1st April 2019 only. So, initial applicability has applied. So, the incremental borrowing rate on that date is 10%. At the commencement of lease is 12%. So, at the time of commencement of lease 12%, whereas latest discount rate is 10%. Right of use of asset subject to straight line depreciation. No initial direct costs are incurred, lease incentives are not there, restoration costs and dismantling costs are not there. Now, how will account for under these approaches? This is a transitional approach he is speaking about. So, lease is there already in existence. Now, Ind AS 116 applicability arises. Transitional approaches. Full retrospective approach is there. Modified retrospective approaches are there. So, first we will discuss about full retrospective approach. In case of full retrospective approach, we will be calculating the lease liability and right of use of asset as if the Ind AS 116 provisions are followed from the beginning. From the beginning, commencement of the lease, discounting rate being the rate prevailing on the commencement of the lease. Now, from the beginning, if you view, the lease is for a period of 3 years, 2 lakhs payable at the end of each year, and discounting rate is the initial discounting rate is 12%. Based on that, we will calculate what is the present value of lease payments. Present value of lease payments. So, first year end 31st March 2018, 2 lakhs payable. Second year end 2 lakhs payable. Third year end 2 lakhs payable. So, 1, 2, 3 years, 2 lakhs each payable. Present value factors at 12%. The discounting rate applicable at the time of commencement, 12%. At 12%, the factors are 0.8929, 7972, 0.7118. Present value of cash flows. 2 lakhs into 0.8929, 1,78,580. 2 lakhs into 0.7972, 1,59,440. 2 lakhs into 0.7118, 1,42,360. Total comes to 4,80,380. This is the initial lease liability. Initial lease liability. And initial ROU of asset, right of use of asset will also be 4,80,380. Now, for lease liability, you have to prepare the schedule for arriving at the interest for each year. With respect to right of use of assets, straight line, you can take 4,80,380 spread over a period of 3 years equally. So, next step, we will go for lease liability schedule. First year, beginning, this is beginning, 4,80,380 is the liability. Interest at 12%, 57,646. Lease payments 2 lakhs. So closing 3,38,026. So opening liability 4,80,380 plus interest 57,646 minus lease payment 2 lakhs, 3,38,026. Second year beginning, the balance 3,38,026. Interest 12%, 40,563. Lease payment 2 lakhs. The closing liability is 1,78,589. So opening balance 3,38,026 plus 40,563 minus 2 lakh, 1,78,589. Third year beginning 1,78,589. Last year interest we will consider as balancing figure 21,411. Lease payment 2 lakhs and ultimately the balance will become 0. This is a lease liability schedule. Just normal amortized cost method we have calculated, applied, and we calculated the interest for 3 years. Then right of use of asset straight away distributing 3 years on straight line basis. 4,80,380 divided by 3 you can take. For that also I have given here the schedule. If it is divided by 3, this comes to 1,60,126 or 127. So first year depreciation 1,60,126. Closing balance 3,20,254. So initially right of use of asset will be considering it as equal to initial lease liability plus any direct costs incurred by the lessee plus any lease payment before commencement of lease plus any restoration costs or disbandment costs. So other costs are not involved. So straight away it is equal to initial lease liability 4,80,380 right of use of asset spreading over 3 years on straight line basis. First year 1,60,126. Closing balance 3,20,254. Second year beginning 3,20,254. And depreciation for second year 1,60,127. Closing balance 1,60,127. Third year beginning 1,60,127. Depreciation for third year 1,60,127. Closing nil. Now the balances. First year beginning ROU 4,80,380 and lease liability also 4,80,380. At the end of first year, ROU 3,20,254 is the balance, whereas the lease liability 3,38,026. 3,38,026. That is beginning of next year, 1st April 2018, the same balances. Closing balance on 31st March 2018 or opening balance on 1st April 2018. Then second year ending 31st March. Closing balance of ROU 1,60,127. Whereas closing balance of lease liability 1,78,589. 1,78,589. Those are nothing but closing balance for second year. Those are opening balance for third year. Then third year ending the balance will be nil. Lease liability and ROU asset balance will be nil. Now, with respect to full retrospective approach, we will be considering as if the provisions are followed from the beginning. Provisions are followed from the beginning of the lease period. That is 1st April 2017. Based on that, these values we calculated. Now, actually, India's 116 applicability begins from 1st April 2019. 1st April 2019. So 2019-20 will be the first year of applying India's 116 or first year of adoption of full retrospective approach, we can say. Then the comparatives we have to give. So 2019-20 will be the first year of adoption of full retrospective approach, because India's 116 applicability starts from 1st April 2019. Now for comparatives, the previous year 2018-19 values we have to consider. Then we need to restate the balance at the beginning of 1st April 2018. At the beginning of 2018-19, that is 1st April 2018. So it is not on 1st April 2019. The balance has to be adjusted on 1st April 2018. I am repeating once again. The applicability of India's 116 adoption of full retrospective approach starts from 1st April 2019. So this is applicable for 2019-20. Whereas for comparatives we have to give 18-19 information also. 18-19 information also. So for that purpose, we have to change the opening balance at the beginning of 2018-19. That is 1st April 2018-19. See, 1st April 2018. We have to start with the balance of 1st April 2018. Right of use of asset is 3,20,254. Whereas lease liability is 3,38,026. So liability is 3,38,026. Asset is 3,20,254. Difference 17,772. It is nothing but a loss. We have to debit to retained earnings. You have to debit this particular loss to retained earnings. So, with respect to the adjustment of opening balance on 1st April 2018, the entry will be right of use of asset account at are 3,20,254, 3,20,254. Retained earnings account at are 17,772. To lease liability 3,38,026. This is with respect to the adjustment of the opening balance, that is on 1st April 2018. Then for 2019, the impact of entries has to be considered like this. Now for 2019, the interest is 40,563, depreciation is 1,60,127. Their impact has to be considered for comparatives. So entry for interest expense account data to lease liability. This is to be charged to lease liability 40,563. So interest expense based on amortized cost method. Then for depreciation account data to ROU asset account, depreciation expense account data to ROU asset account 1,60,127. This is for depreciation. Then for lease payment, lease liability account data to cash 2 lakhs. This is for lease payment. These are the entries to be considered for 2018-19. So for comparative purpose. So we have to consider these entries for 2018-19. Now 2019-20 we are straight away applying. Applicability starts. Then for 2019-20, interest 21,411, depreciation 1,60,127. These entries we have to record for 2019-20 straight away. Interest expense account data to lease liability 21,411. For depreciation expense account data to ROU asset, right of use of asset 1,60,127. This is for depreciation. For lease payment, lease liability account data to cash 2 lakhs. So in modified retrospective approach, the only major point is we have to calculate, we have to consider as if the provisions are applied from the beginning of the lease, commencement of the lease. So entire 3 years payments we have considered, and present value of lease payment we are from that lease liability schedule we prepared. And initial lease liability is 4,80,380. Starting with that, we will prepare lease liability schedule, and the discounting rate is the rate prevailing on the lease commencement date 12%, and ROE of asset, right of use of asset of 4,80,380 is spread over a period of 3 years on straight line basis. Now the applicability of full retrospective approach 116 provisions starts from 1st April 2019, that is 1920 onwards. Whereas for comparatives, we have to consider the last year information, that is for 2018-19. Then the opening balance for 2018-19, that is on 1st April 2018, should be adjusted for comparatives. So the balance of ROU is 3,20,254 and lease liability is 3,38,026 on 1st April 2018. The difference 17,772 loss has to be adjusted to retained earnings. So ROU asset account data, retained earnings account data, lease liability. This impact has to be given on 1st April 2018. Then for comparative purpose, for 2018-19 we have to consider these entries, and for 2019-20 we have to record the entries as usual: interest expense, depreciation and lease liability. Now we'll move on to modified retrospective approach. Modified retrospective approach, two alternatives are there: alternative 1, alternative 2. With respect to alternative 1, lease liability we have to consider based on present value of remaining lease payments. Present value of remaining lease payments. Whereas right of use of asset we have to consider as if right of use of asset we have to consider as if the provisions are applied from the beginning of the lease. Based on that, we have to arrive at the carrying amount. We have to arrive at the carrying amount. Now the discounting rate is latest revised discounting rate we have to go for. Now the revised discounting rate here, the incremental borrowing rate at the date of initial application, that is on 1st April 2019, is 10%. So the discounting rate we have to apply 10%. Now for lease liability, remaining liability is only for 1 year, 2 lakhs. That has to be discounted 10%. Whereas for calculating the carrying amount of right of use of asset, we have to consider as if it has been followed from the beginning. From the beginning. Based on that, we have to arrive at carrying amount. So modified retrospective approach, alternative 1. For lease liability, present value of remaining lease payments. So remaining lease payment applicability starts from 1920 onwards. That is 1/4/19 onwards, 1st April 19 onwards. Remaining liability is only 1 year. 1 year. Lease payment is 2 lakhs. Revised discounting rate 10%. Factor 0.9091. 2 lakhs into 0.9091, 1,81,820. This is a present value of remaining lease payment. Nothing but lease liability to be considered. So lease liability schedule. Only 1 year is remaining. The opening balance is 1,81,820. Interest at 10%. 18,182, and 2 lakhs payment is made at the end of the year. Closing balance day. Then, right of use of asset. For this, the schedule, we have to calculate as if it has been followed from the beginning. So for this, we have to prepare the working note. Before this schedule, we have to prepare the working note. By considering as if it has been followed from the beginning. Now for that we will go for working note. So first we will calculate the initial right of use of asset. Initial right of use. For that we have to calculate present value of lease payments at the commencement date based on the revised discounting rate. Present value of lease payments at the commencement date, that is 1/4/2017, based on latest discount rate of 10%. So total 3 years period is involved. Every year 2 lakhs payment is to be made. First, second and third years. Discounting rate 10%. Latest discounting rate. Factors 0.9091, 0.8264, 0.7513. 2 lakhs into 0.9091, 1,81,820. 2 lakhs into 0.8264, 1,65,280. 2 lakhs into 0.7513, 1,50,260. 4,97,360. 4,97,360. This is a present value of lease payment. For right of use of asset only, this calculation we have done. Now 4,97,360 spread over 3 years. Spread over 3 years. This comes to 1,65,786 or 787, you can say. So first year one starting with 4,97,360 right of use of asset, whatever we arrived here, depreciating over 3 years, divide by 3. First year 1,65,786, balance 3,31,574. Second year opening 3,31,574. Depreciation for the year 1,65,787. Closing balance 1,65,787. Then next year opening 1,65,787. And depreciation for the year 1,65,787. Closing balance will be nil. This is ROU schedule, right of use of asset schedule. So right of use of asset schedule only for the 2019-20 only we have to consider 1,65,790. Here it is rounded off. It is actually 1,65,787. Round off to 1,65,790. If you want to take exactly 1,65,787 also you can take. So modified retrospective approach, alternative one, the lease liability will be calculated based on present value of remaining lease payments. Whereas for ROU asset, as if the asset has been, as if it has been considered from the beginning of the lease. From the beginning of the lease, we will be calculating a right of use of asset. So for lease liability, only remaining lease payments will consider. For ROU asset, as it has been considered from the beginning of the lease. So based on that, we have calculated latest carrying amount we are at 1,65,790. We rounded off to. That is depreciation for the year. Now, with this, just for the sake of comparison, ROU asset started with 4,97,360. 4,97,360. Then by the end of first year, this comes to 3,31,574. 3,31,574. By the end of second year, 1,65,787. So first year opening balance right of use of asset 4,97,360. First year closing 3,31,574. And second year closing 1,65,787. Third year beginning will be the same value. Third year ending, the value will be nil. Now the lease liability schedule. Starting with the first year beginning 4,97,360. Interest at 10%, 49,736. Lease payment 2 lakhs. Closing balance 3,47,096. Second year beginning 3,47,096. Interest 10%, 34,710. Lease payment 2 lakhs. Closing 1,81,806. Third year beginning 1,81,806. Interest balance figure 18,194. Lease payment 2 lakhs. Then the lease liability at the beginning is 4,97,360 at the beginning of lease. At the end of first year, it comes to 3,47,096. 3,47,096. At the end of second year, it comes to 1,81,806. That is at the beginning of third year, 1,81,806. Then interest expense. Interest expense for the first year, this is 49,736. Second year 34,710. Third year 18,194. Depreciation expense, so each year the same, 1,65,786 or 787. 1,65,786, 1,65,787, 1,65,787. Here we'll be applying the India's 116 provisions for 1920 only. Now we have to compare the balance at the beginning of 1st April 2019. At the beginning of 1st April 2019. That is end of 31st March 2019. ROU asset is 1,65,787. Lease liability is 1,81,806. The difference comes to 16,019. 16,019. This is liability is more than the asset. That is nothing but loss. 16,019 loss. This we have to recognize at the beginning of 1920. That is 1st April 2019 we have to consider. So 1st April 2019 the entries ROU asset accounted are 1,65,787. Retained earnings accounted are 16,019. To lease liability 1,81,806. 1,81,806. Then for 2019-20 the entries are interest expense accounted are to lease liability 18,182. 18,182. This is for interest expense. For depreciation accounted are depreciation expense accounted are to ROU asset account 1,65,787. Then for lease payment, lease liability accounted are to cash 2 lakhs. These are entries for 1920. We have to consider for 1920. Now with respect to modified retrospective approach, alternative 1, we have to consider lease liability based on remaining amount payable. So only 1 year remaining, 2 lakhs, discounted latest discounting rate of 10%, it comes to 1,81,820. 1,81,820. Now the lease liability schedule is simple, 1,81,820, 10% interest, 18,182. But for ROU, we have to consider as if it has been followed from the beginning, commencement of the lease. So for that we calculated a present value of lease payments at the beginning, that is 1/4/2017. 3 years payments we have considered, revised discounting rate 10%, present value 4,97,360. This 4,97,360 spread over a period of 3 years. 1,65,786 or 787 each year. So the balance at the beginning of last year is 1,65,787. That 1,65,787 we rounded off to 1,65,790. This is ROU asset schedule. Then ultimately we applied this particular 116 provisions. The applicability is for 2019-20 only, for last year only. So the difference has to be adjusted at the beginning of 2019-20. That is on 1st April 2019 we have to adjust. For that sake, we are preparing this particular lease liability schedule based on this 4,97,360. Based on 4,97,360, we prepare the lease liability schedule, and by second year ending the balance comes to 1,81,806. 1,81,806. The balance comes to. Now on 31st March 2019, that is at the end of second year, ROU asset balance is 1,65,787. Lease liability is 1,81,806. For this, we have to record the entry. The difference 16,019. We have to consider it as loss. Lease liability account debtor. ROU asset account debtor 1,65,787. Retained earnings account debtor 16,019. 2. Lease liability 1,81,806. That we have to consider. Then only for 2019-20 we have to record the journal entries. That is for interest expense. Whatever we calculated, this is 18,182. Further we will record the entry. Interest expense account debtor to lease liability. Depreciation 1,65,790 or 787. Depreciation account debtor to ROU asset account. Then for lease payment, lease liability account debtor to bank 2 lakhs. This is for modified retrospective approach, alternative 1. Then we will move on to next alternative. Modified retrospective approach, alternative 2. This is still simple. In modified retrospective approach, alternative 2, the lease liability as well as right of use of asset are calculated based on remaining lease payments only. Are calculated based on remaining lease payments only by applying the latest discounting rate. For alternative 1, lease liability is based on remaining lease payments, whereas right of use of asset is as if it has been from the beginning of the lease. But with respect to alternative 2, lease liability as well as right of use of asset both are calculated based on remaining lease payments and latest discounting rate. Remaining lease payment is only 1 year and latest discounting rate is 10%. Present value of remaining lease payments, year 1 year 31st March 2020 is remaining. Lease payment 2 lakhs. Discounting rate 10%. Factor 0.9091. Present value 2 lakhs into 0.9091. 1,81,820. Lease liability schedule. So opening balance 1,81,820. Interest expense at 10%, 18,182. Lease payment 2 lakhs. Closing balance nil. Now right of use of asset also based on this particular remaining lease payments only. So initial lease liability is 1,81,820 and ROU of right of use of asset is also equal to this amount 1,81,820. So the opening balance is 1,81,820. Depreciation for the year 1,81,820. Then at the beginning of the year 2019-20, that is on 1/4/2019, right of use of asset is 1,81,820. Lease liability also 1,81,820. And interest expense for the period 18,182. Depreciation 1,81,820. Now the entries at the beginning of the period. Right of use of asset account debtor to lease liability 1,81,820. This is for recognizing initially. Then interest expense account debtor to lease liability 18,182. Then depreciation expense account debtor to right of use of asset 1,81,820. Then for payment lease liability account debtor to cash 2 lakhs. Now the summary I have given at the end. With respect to full retrospective approach, what are the values? With the modified retrospective approach, what are the values? Alternative 1, with modified retrospective approach, alternative 2, what are the values? This is opening balances, right of use of asset, lease liability. Whereas lease payment is 2 lakhs for 2019-20. And lease payments recognized interest expense, depreciation and total period expense. For the year 2019-20, just I have given the summary of these values. This is about Transitional approach. Transitional approach. So, modified retrospective approach alternative to is very simple calculation. We have to calculate lease liability as well as right of use of asset based on remaining lease payments only. Remaining lease payment is only 1 year. So initial application starts on 1st April 2019. Thereby remaining payment is only 1 year with revised discount rate of 10%. 2 lakhs, one cash flow of 2 lakhs is payable. Its present value 1,81,820. Initial liability is equal to 1,81,820. And right of use of asset also equal to 1,81,820. So the entry is right of use of asset account debtor to lease liability 1,81,820. And interest expense 10% 18,182. Interest expense account debtor to lease liability 18,182. Depreciation straight away total amount 1,81,820. Depreciation account debtor to rise of use of asset 1,81,820. Then for lease payment account debtor to bank 2 lakhs. This is for lease payment. These are the entries with respect to modified retrospective approach, alternative 2. So in this problem we discussed the transitional approaches. 3 approaches are possible: full retrospective approach, modified retrospective approach, alternative 1, modified retrospective approach, alternative 2.